Harmonize your vibration. Step into your light. You are a goddess refined from the inside, and you are Flossom. Hi, delicious humans. It's Sana here. Welcome to Feel Good Yoga class. If you have some time today to spare for your practice, to return within your body temple, this is the time to feel good again and to bring all your layers, all your dimensions in one plane and in one place so that you can feel aligned and energized and present within your body. We start in sitting on our knees, and if this is too much, you can always go in a cross-legged position. And I will tuck my toes as well, because in this practice that is a lot about using my intuition to ask my body what it needs to feel good again. I feel that I really need to stretch the back line of my body, and the back line of my body, the fascia that is there, starts really in your toes all the way through the head, and it ends somewhere on top of your eyebrows. So I want to give it a good stretch there, because I've been carrying my instruments and bags as I was traveling. So I feel there is a desire to lengthen up this area. So if you feel the same, please tuck your toes. It can be quite intense, but we're not going to be there for a really long time. And then place your hand somewhere on your lap. I put my right on top of the left, the left receives and the right gives. And then gently close your eyes. Use the next breath to pull you inward within your body temple. And allow the air to go down towards the pelvic area and then up towards the chest. Expand into your lungs in all directions as you lengthen the spine, elongate the crown of the head. And as you exhale, stay with the elongation, just relax the front of the body, the belly, the chest and the face. And empty out more than you would want your beautiful lungs. And then take another deep breath in, feel the fresh air going through the nose, passage down the throat, all the way down, traveling to the pelvic area. Then feel the belly first, the middle section, and then the upper body. And as you feel the lungs in all directions, lengthen up. Your body and your spine rather is nice and straight and long. You're aware, you're present, you are here now in this moment, taking care of yourself and of your beautiful body temple. Exhale out, maybe through open lips. You can sigh, you can relax more the shoulders, the stem, chest, face. If it gets really intense on your toes, you can now lift your hips and untuck your toes, come to sit onto your ankles and place the hands together at the heart. It is always a good idea to set an intention for class, whether it's a long, extended practice or a short and sweet one. So remind yourself what brought you on the mat today, what is your intention, what is alive within your heart that you truly desire to attend to. And then bow your intelligence of your head to the intelligence of the heart, trusting in your intention and using this practice to start attending to it, taking care of it. Now you can lift the head. You can open your eyes, welcome back into the room. So as simple as that, you can stay on your knees or you can go in cross-legged position. When I start circling the arms up, over and back and down. Inhale, draw your arms forward and then back, bend the elbows, draw them back And then circle the arms down. Another time, inhale, press into your shins. As you inhale, lift your arms up and then bend the elbows, throw them back. Take a big circle back and then down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, press the shins as you raise the arms at the same time, all the way until the fingertips are towards the sky. And then as you start exhaling, bend the elbows, point them back and circle your arms to the back and down. With the next inhalation, press onto your shins and lift the booty off of your heels. This time, step your left foot out. Keep your toes facing out and the foot is in the diagonal. The crest of your hips are looking forward. Bring the hands together at the heart. Let's get juicy on the left side of your body. Move in the hip flexor and warm it up into your psoas muscle as well. So from here, take a deep breath in, open your arms, and you can start lounging to the side. And as exhale, hands together back at the heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, gather back together. Now you can do this 10, 20 times, as many times as you want. If there is pain under your right knee, please place a blanket or something soft to protect your right kneecap, and sometimes tucking the toes can also be of help. Now with the next inhalation, bring your left elbow onto your thigh and reach your right arm overhead. You can follow your right hand with your gaze. And what I desire for you here is a stretch of the lateral line of your body, especially when we don't practice very often, or if for some reason you haven't done that, you haven't practiced for a long time. You will see that naturally we don't elongate so much the size of our body. So when we do it in a practice, it will bring so much relief because a lot of energy will be moved. Now as exhale, circle your right arm down. Inhale, open your arms out as a T as you lift the gaze forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right fingertips onto the ground, left arm over your head. Can you extend your left leg into straight? If you need to place a block underneath your right hand, please do. Now press your left foot away from the left hand, and there should be a line of energy going from your toes of your left foot all the way to the fingertips. You can gently squeeze your right butt cheek, placing your right hand. Gently squeeze your right butt cheek. And as exhale, slowly circle your left arm down. Return to center, open the arms out like a T. As you exhale, place your left knee back into where it was at the beginning. Inhale, step your right foot out. You can tuck your left toes right away if it is of help. Your right foot is in a diagonal, hands at the hips, crest of the hips are facing forward. Now hands at the heart. When we inhale, we are lunging to the side and we open the arms. And when we exhale, gather the energy back to the center. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, exhale. Notice how the side feels. Oof. It's juicy. It's exactly what I needed. Exhale, few more time. Inhale, exhale. Move slowly so you can feel it all. And also, when we move slowly, we can honor better our body tempo. Right elbow onto the thigh. Inhale, reach your left arm up overhead and maybe follow your left hand with your gaze. Breathe deeply into your left side. Keep pressing your left knee into the ground. Sit bones towards one another, hollow the belly. And as exhale, circle your left arm down. Inhale, press your left knee and the right foot. Now lift the chest, open your arms out like a T. Exhale, left fingertips onto the ground, right arm over your head. Maybe you can extend your right leg into straighter. Can you press down your right foot entirely into the ground? And as you press it, feel the energy going from the big toes all the way towards the fingertips. You can look up or you can look down, see what's best for your neck. Exhale, circle your arms Rather your right arm down. Inhale, press your right foot and your left knee. Lift the chest, open your arms out, spread them like wings. Exhale now, fingertips onto the ground. We can turn to face your front of the mat. Decide which one is going to be for yourself. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees hip distance apart. Now, in the practice of feeling good within my body temple, there is a lot of freedom. And the cat and cow is one of those positions that we can do it in a very rigid way, or we can do it in a very playful and sensual way as well, if you wish. So I'm using my spine as a skipping rope, as you can see, and you can do the same, but maybe you can close your eyes and withdraw from the screen and just follow the intuition. And we all have an intuition, we are all connected to our bodies, and this is why you are on your mat today, to return to that connection. Sometimes it gets lost, so you can return to the connection with your body temple with a simple practice. Allow the spine to move and use the breath. Your breath is this tool that connects us to the life force, connects us to spirit, if you wish. Allow the breath to cleanse and clear energetically anything that is stuck within your body. Allow each movement to have a breath and each breath to have a movement. Allow the breath to have a conversation with your body, because they truly speak the same language. Nice. Okay, take a deep breath in here, return to stillness. So lengthen the tailbone, sit bones towards one another, looking down. Now tuck your toes, press the hands and the toes at the same time. Take a deep breath in, look forward, and as you exhale, start lifting the knees, and the knees should lift up with no effort as you press the hands and the toes at the same time. What I love doing in the first downward facing dog is normally a little dance and a little movement of the hips. So you can maybe make this happen within your body and see where it wants to go. Paddling the knees and the feet. Dropping one knee towards the center at a time. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Now press the hands and start growing your sit bones a little taller. The toes are in the ground or in your mat, and the heels are lifted. See if you can lift the heels a little bit more, and as you do, bend the knees and start lifting the sit bones a little bit higher. Notice if the neck is straight or if you tend to keep it rigid and in tension. Now, can you elongate it so that with your gaze you are looking towards your knees rather than the ground? And notice the difference. And then when you are there, you can attempt to lower the heels a little bit more towards the ground. Hollow this belly. And as you hollow the belly, keep pressing the hands. Your armpits are going towards one another, wrapping your muscles of your arms around the bones of your beautiful arms. A beautiful inverted V shape also could be a pyramid. Now from here, take a deep breath in, lift the heels a little bit more and start waving forward into a high plank position. The body is long. Your heels and your toes are in one line, shoulders over your wrist. Can you take a deep breath in and elongate even more, pulling the chest forward, allowing the heart to lead the way a little bit more forward. You can look down but slightly forward. The neck is long. Press the front of the body into the back of the body, and as you exhale, lower the knees, chin and chest to the ground. The booty is lifted. Take a deep breath in here and slither forward into cobra. Lift the hands off of the ground, let them hover, and as you exhale, melt the heart, chin and chest, and forward to the ground. With the next inhalation, lift the head, open your arms a little wider than your shoulders, and maybe even outside of the mat. Press the tops of the feet onto the ground, lift the chest and then the belly. Exactly as we did before in the cat and cow, we're going to do kind of the same here in a cobra. I'm going to start making big circles. And here you can go wild on how much you want to move the neck. So the cobra is alive and it's wild. You can make circles in both directions. And feel into your neck and shoulders. Maybe close your eyes and go inside the feelings and the sensations as you explore the depth of your being through sensation. You can make sounds and noise, vibrations, and your voice is healing. And so you can heal and return to center with vibrations. So it can be like a or ah. And slowly as you exhale out or humming out, bring the belly and the chest to the ground. Now draw the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes in. Now lift the chest. Exhale, draw your belly, rather draw your booty onto your heels. Inhale, round forwards into a tabletop. Exhale, press the hands and the toes. Lift the knees effortlessly and draw your pelvis back down a dog. With the next inhalation, walk your hands back towards the feet. Take the time that you need, soften the knees, belly onto your thighs. With the next inhalation, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale it out. See if you can fall deeply into your legs and into yourself. Inhale, lift. Lengthen the neck, look forward, half lift. Exhale, fold into yourself, find length. The neck is long, you can say yes or no, left and right. You can make circles. With the next inhalation, lift your chest halfway up, and this time open your arms out, spread them in two different directions like bird's wings. Keep pressing the feet into the ground. All corners of the feet are connected and pressed. Now lift into your inner ankle. Feel the energy going from your inner ankle up towards your sacred triangle, sits bones, pubic bone. And then from there, the energy goes through the spine, pointing out towards the crown of the head. Exhale, now forward fold. Place the hands onto the ground. Start walking the hands forward. Return into a plank position. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, return into a downward dog. So lengthen the sits bones, draw your pelvis back in space. You can walk your feet a little closer if you need to adjust yourself. Take a deep breath in, now look forward, and this time we're walking slowly towards the top of the mat. Take all the time that you need. When you reach your hands, make two fists in between your feet so that you know that this is your hip distance apart. Inhale, press the feet, lift the chest, open your arms out. Exhale, forward fold. Press the feet in, now come all the way up to standing. You can roll up one vertebra at a time until you are into a standing position. Close your eyes, arms to the side. You can roll the shoulders a couple of times. You can sway forward and back. Allow the weight to oscillate in different points of your feet. And then find balance and return to center.
With the next inhalation, press both feet at the same time and start sweeping your arms up towards the sky, all the way until the hands are touching. You can follow your hands with your gaze. As you exhale, step your right foot behind your left leg and bend both knees. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. And with the next inhalation, now pull your left wrist up and over your head. Keep both knees bent. Now look down with your gaze towards your right heel. Feel a stretch into your right side, opening your right side and ribs like an accordion as the left side gets a little bit squished instead. And with the next inhalation, now shift the weight onto your left foot. Step your right foot next to the left foot. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold, all the way until your hands are on the ground. Now you can lift the chest halfway. Fingertips can be on the ground, or you can open your arms out as you did before. Exhale, fingertips now on the ground, and step your right foot back in space, lounge position. We're gonna pulse the lounge a few times. As you inhale, glide your pelvis back, and as you exhale, lounge forward, lift the chest, pull your heart forward. Inhale, glide your pelvis back. Exhale, lounge. Follow your rhythm. Ride the lunge with your breath. With the next inhalation, see if you can place your palms onto the ground. Step your left foot back into a downward dog position. As you now lift the heels and wave forward into a high plank. As you exhale, you can make your way onto the ground with your belly. You now open your arms out, press the fingertips onto the ground, lift the chest into a cobra. Make it dancey, make it fluid. So making big circle with your upper body. Relax your neck. Unwind any tension that you feel and carrying in your neck and shoulders. Now circle into the other direction. One more big circle. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, draw the pelvis onto your heels, child pose. Inhale, round forward, tabletop. Exhale, press the hands and toes, lift the knees effortlessly into downward dog position. Step the feet slightly forward if you need to adjust your stand. You will know and feel it if you need to do so. Take a deep breath in now, look forward, and you can take as many steps as you need to up to the top of the mat until the feet are at the front, 2 fists in between the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands can be on your shins or fingertips onto the ground or arms out. Exhale into forward fold, fold onto yourself, lengthen the neck, crown of the head pointing down towards the earth. Inhale, slowly come up as you press the feet. Allow this pressing to lift the energy up towards the sky as you come into a standing position. Wait for the next inhalation to reach the arms overhead. Follow your hands with your gaze. As you exhale, step your left foot behind your right leg, bend both knees, hold your left wrist with your right hand. With the next inhalation, pull your left wrist up and over into this juicy side elongation, side bend. Look towards your left heel with both eyes. Bend your right knee even more. Breathe into your left side, opening up the left side and ribs like an accordion. Allow the right side to contract. And keep breathing. Now with the next exhalation, press into your right foot. Step your left foot back to where it was before, next to your right, and then come into forward fold. Use the breath out. Inhale, press both feet, lift the chest, open your arms if you desire to fly out. And as you exhale, fingertips onto the ground. Same exhalation, step your left foot back into a lunge position. Fingertips stay on the ground, fingertips underneath the shoulders. We inhale and glide. We inhale. With the inhalation, glide your pelvis back and lengthen the legs into straight-ish. And with the exhalation, we ride in the lounge. Bend your right knee, look forward. Inhale, glide back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, glide back. Exhale, forward. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now flatten the palms onto the ground with the next inhalation. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Exhale out. Inhale, lift your heels. Round forward into a high plank. Exhale this time, press the hands, bend your knees, tilt the pelvis and return into a downward dog. Let's do one more time and let's add this time some sounds and noise. Inhale, round forward into a high plank. Exhale, press the hands, bend the knees, tilt the pelvis into a shoo. Yes, let's do it again. It feels good. Inhale, round forward, high plank. Undulation of the spine to come into a high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, press the hands, tilt the pelvis, and make a noise. Shoo. One more time. Inhale, round forward, come up into a high plank. Exhale, shoo, down the dog. With the next inhalation, come forward into a high plank. And as exhale, bend your elbows, go all the way down onto your belly. With the next inhalation, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Now open your arms out and position them on the ground, like in a cactus position. We wait the inhalation to tilt the weight onto the right side. Lift your left leg, bring your right hand on the shoulder and tap with your left foot or toes the ground behind you. Now the more you bring the weight back, the more you will feel it into your right shoulder. So be kind. If you are holding a lot of tension into your shoulders, or if you've been carrying many weights like I have, you might feel it very strong. So make sure to be very gentle to what you feel. Allow the softness to prevail rather than rigidity. And then slowly come back to center, pivot back, return both hips to the ground. And the next inhalation, shift the weight onto your left side. Flip over, bend your right knee and with your right toes or maybe the full plantar foot on the ground behind you. The more you shift the weight towards the left side, the more you will feel it into your left shoulder. So again, see how much is available for you today and try to soften into those places where there is a lot of tension and rigidity. Use the breath, use the intention. Stay for a few more breaths here and then slowly pivot back. Return your right hip onto the ground. Nice one. Take a deep breath in, press both hands and lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, bend the knees, pelvis onto your heels, child position. Now bend the knees nice and, rather open the knee nice and wide. And stretch your arms forward with the desire to bring the front of the body onto the ground. The chin can go on the ground, or you can bring the cheek right or left side. And if you do the cheek, please do both sides, so you are bringing balance on your neck. If you are deciding to bring the forehead to the ground, which is really great to activate the third eye, then you can sway from side to side your head, gentle motion to bring a little bit of stimulation into your third eye, the place in between your eyebrows, all the way down from that spot into the middle of your brain. And then from here, take a deep breath in, breath Press the hands, lift the chest, bring the knees closer towards one another, shoulders and wrists are in line, tuck your toes. Inhale into traditional cat and cow. So lower the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Look towards the knees. Inhale, lower the belly, arc the spine, lift the chin. Look forward and up. Exhale, round. Take a few more of those, following your own breath. Riding your own cat and cow in your own way. And with the next exhalation, press the hands, lift the knees, guide your pelvis back down in dog position. Now slowly walk your feet towards the middle of the mat. Take a deep breath in, press the feet and lift yourself into a standing position. Turn towards the long side of the mat and open your feet out. Toes are pointing out and heels are pointing in. Place the hands onto your hips and lower your pelvis. Now check in into your stand and see if you have to close your feet or open them up a little bit more. There should not be any pain into your knees, neither into your hips. We're going to start pulsing up and down a few times. I like to keep this position dynamic and to see if we can get really juicy in our hips. Pulse into your goddess squat. And if there is a pose that really, for me, evokes the feeling good sensation of being fully myself, the goddess that I am, is in fact the goddess position. And I like to keep it dynamic. So I can pulse it as we're doing right now. Then we're going to find stillness with our legs and knees, and we're going to start moving the arms. So a few more of these. Keep breathing in and out. And then come to stillness. Go as low as you can. And now start bringing the arms forward one at a time. We're going to control the breath here into inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation. So each movement of the arm as an inhalation and each one as an exhalation. You can go slow as I'm doing right now, or you can go a little bit faster. It becomes more like a Bastrika breath work. And depending on where you're at today with your energies, you can go slow or you can go a little faster. If you feel very tired, to go a little faster is the key of balance. If you feel very awake already, maybe you want to go very slow and feel into the movement. Nice. Now take a deep breath in, press into the feet, sweep the arms overhead. And as exhale, open your arms out and reach with your hands the thighs. Bring your thumbs forward and the rest of your fingers to the back of your thigh. See if you can go a little lower. Inhale, pull your heart forward, exhale. Shoulder dip, left shoulder towards the middle line, look over your right. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center, pressing both of your feet. Exhale, shoulder dip, second side. One more time because it feels so good. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Now stay where you are. I'm just going to turn because you will see why. We're going to go into position, into cowface pose from the goddess position. So from here, you can start lifting the heels and then shift your weight, or rather start turning towards the left side and turn and pivot onto your feet. Pivot, pivot, pivot. You're going to be on the pinky edge of your foot. You can adjust the legs and see if you can go all the way into a cow face pose without using your hands. And if you managed, bravo. And if you didn't, that's okay. You can just come back to it and try it again. You can attempt to align your knees with one with the other And see if you can place your hands onto your feet. Press the sits bones nicely onto the ground. And as you do, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, you can stay here, or you can decide to go deeper. And with that, you can place the front of the body onto your thighs, and you can walk your hands slightly forward. Maybe my hands are coming out of the frame, but they're just walking forward. Chin to chest, or face onto your knees. You can soften the elbows all the way until maybe the elbows are even touching the shins. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. I love this pose. It's a very strong pose on my body. I have to be totally honest with you. And when I feel it so strongly in my hips, I know that is creating tons of benefits within my body, but also is stirring a lot of emotions and sensations. So the most difficult part of this pose is to be here with all that is arising, and to accept everything that is coming up with grace and with tons of heart compassion. And then slowly take a deep breath in. Now lengthen the spine. Let's see if we can go out of it just the same way that we walked in it. So maybe without using the hands, or maybe with the use of the hands. Turn the upper body towards the right. Press the feet. Return into your goddess position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the pelvis, lift the heels, and then start shifting, or rather turn towards the right. And pivot onto your feet. Pivot until you turn the toes towards the back of your room, but it's the front because I was facing the back before. And then bend both knees and come into a seated position with right knee on top of the left this time. See if you can ground both sit bones into the mat and adjust yourself as is needed here. And don't worry if the knees are not completely in alignment. Mine aren't neither. And this is part of like becoming more advanced, is that when certain things are not working in your body the way that you are normally seeing them in certain images on Instagram or yoga books, learning to really appreciate that maybe in your body these poses look different, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that everybody is different, and so you are here to honor and love your own body temple, and the way that poses are looking can be completely authentic and maybe they are nothing like the ones that you had in mind. So release all the images that you had in mind and just start feeling the pose rather than try to see it from the outside or look in yourself in the mirror, but use this seat as one seat of sensations and feelings, as a seat of coming back into yourself, aligning body, mind and soul, and truly feeling good again. And how do we feel good again? When there is alignment, when there is inner peace, when we feel acceptance, true acceptance for who we are and what we do and what we know. And so we accept in ourselves so deeply that all is left is goodness and love. If you want to go deeper here, walk your hands forward, maybe chin to chest. Try to relax deeper into your outer thighs, especially if there's a lot of rigidity in your hips or stiffness. Breathe deeply into those places where you feel tension and whatever is rising. Welcome everything with open heart, compassion, and kindness. Stay for 3 to 5 breaths and then walk your hands back. This time we don't go back into goddess pose, but place the hands behind you. Lean back and your weight goes into your hands. So you can unwind your legs, open them up, and then bring the feet onto the ground. And you can winch and weapon your beautiful legs. And if you feel a lot, you can stay in one moment in one place and breathe deeply, perhaps making gentle movement with your pelvis up and back. And you can do the same with the other side, so reach the right knee to the ground and then find a gentle dance with your right hip. And we're gonna close the class into a reclined butterfly position. So you can join the soles of the feet together and slowly around the spine, all the way until the back is sealed on the ground. Knees can be wide apart. If there's a lot of tension into your hips, you can place blocks underneath your knees, or you can decide altogether this time to skip the Baddha Konasana and to bring the knees together. It can be way more soothing for some of you. Or you can go directly in Shavasana if that's where your body desires to go. Trust your intuition. When you found your final pose, place one hand onto your heart and one onto your belly. Slide your shoulder blades down and breathe deeply. Close your eyes. Withdraw inward for one more time. Thanking yourself for the practice of today, for taking time for yourself. Thanking yourself for doing something good for your body, mind, and spirit. And I thank you for joining me in this feel-good practice. I wish your day or evening to be full of wonders. I wish your life to be full of magic and grace. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.